Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, and today is Friday, June 11, 2021. It is 5:42 and 48 seconds a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today's research, Corona antibodies. And feel free to check out my website. Well, let's hop to it here. Versatile coronavirus antibody may be starting point for broader acting vaccines. A special type of antibody is produced in patients who've had COVID-19, as well as less serious coronaviruses that cause colds. Date May 27, 2021. Source, Scripps Research Institute. Researchers investigated how the immune system's previous exposure to cold-causing coronaviruses impact immune response to COVID-19. In doing so, they discovered one cross-reactive coronavirus antibody that is triggered during COVID-19 infection. Even before the COVID-19 pandemic, most people in the United States already had been sick with a coronavirus, albeit a far less dangerous one. That is because at least 4 coronaviruses in the same general family as SARS-CoV-2 cause a benign yet annoying illness as a common cold. Researchers discovered one cross-reactive coronavirus antibody that triggered during a COVID-19 infection. The findings will help in the pursuit of a vaccine or antibody treatment that works against most or all coronaviruses. By examining blood samples collected before the pandemic and comparing those with samples from people who had been sick with COVID-19, we were able to pinpoint antibody types that cross-reacted with benign coronaviruses, as well as SARS-CoV-2. In later tests, the antibody also neutralized SARS-CoV-1, the coronavirus that causes SARS, or severe acute respiratory syndrome. Researchers were able to determine that this type of cross-reactive antibody is likely produced by a memory B cell, that is, initially exposed to a coronavirus that causes a common cold and is then recalled during a COVID-19 infection. Memory B cells are an essential part of the immune system. They remember initial disease threats and can circulate in the bloodstream for decades, ready to be called back into action if the threat emerges again. These cells are responsible for producing targeted antibodies. The discovery may be an important step in the eventual development of a pan-corona vaccine, which would be able to protect against potential coronaviruses that emerge in the future. Another deadly coronavirus will likely emerge again in the future, and when it does, we want to be better prepared. Researchers' identification of a cross-reactive antibody against SARS-CoV-2 and the more common coronaviruses is a promising development on the way of a broad-acting vaccine or therapy. The research laboratory is also investigating broadly neutralizing antibodies that can be harnessed to protect against many forms of influenza, which is another virus likely to cause a pandemic in the future. In the new study, the team used electron microscopy to understand how the cross-reactive antibody is able to neutralize a range of coronaviruses. Researchers saw that it mostly binds to the base of the virus's spike protein, an area that doesn't change much from strain to strain. The study highlights how important it is to fully understand the nature of pre-existing immunity, especially in regard to coronaviruses. Earlier exposure to a coronavirus, even a benign virus that causes colds, impacts the nature and level of antibodies produced when more serious coronavirus threats emerge. Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD, on microbiology, bioinformatics, and pathophysiology. This video was created for educational purposes only. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have a great day.